Okay, let's continue. Actually, meanwhile, I worked also a little bit here and there, so it's a little bit changed, but actually this is not very important. Anyway, this testing, repairing the test suite is a constant flow of almost seemingly never-ending work, but actually there is a hope that sometimes we get the test suite passing completely. Now I was working on this file here, the specs NOI BS3 RST. So this is similar to the public demo project, but it uses then this is a read-only interface to team using generic bootstrap. It looks like this, BS3, and the run server. This is how it looks. Is it already there? It's already there. Well, here, so it is again on the team. Actually, another interface, another front end to the team database, and you cannot actually in this interface. I think the user it will not even work this logging in. But you also have these public tickets here. There are only a few of them. You are not yet logged in. I'm not sure. Just for fun, let's try whether I can log in. Oh, it worked, so I can log in. But this is not really maintained, and no, it is there for reference or for historical reasons. No, there are many things that don't work. And anyway, it's read-only. It's there's not much hope that we are now that we will use it one day. Now that we have the React interface, the React front end. So that's how it looks, just for us. And then the tests here, it is just doing what is doing this test. So you see, it runs a test client, a Django test client, to get it. To see whether it is up and running, whether it works. Then it does a soup from the content. So it means that it parses the HTML, and then it analyzes whether some valid HTML is coming back. That's one. And for example, it finds all the links, and then it sees that there are about 40 links. That's about what is rough. So every link will be given in this number of 40. The first link is a href to the URL equals de. That's what you see here. You saw it. Now the first link on the page is probably this sign out, but this is because I signed in. Yeah. So, and there's some error now happening in this thing. Some failure. Yeah, actually I've been working already on this. It's of course because the public tickets are now changed because we changed our demo data, and so it is saying there in line 63. There's another part of our soup. The soup.get text. Using spaces as a separate, and then this is just to convert the whole page into a text tickets. That's what beautiful soup says, and you must actually to imagine this in really. We must. We cannot simulate. We cannot log out. We can maybe. Sorry, this is not. We can simulate it again. I'd had to run the server again. But we must actually compare these texts. This is what was expected. It says bars have no. So I see, and here's the new text. What's the difference? State here you see sleeping has changed to closed. Yes, this is. So I changed the text here because I know that I changed the demo fixtures, and that these distributions of which ticket is closed and so on, this is done now in a pseudo randomly. It is as we have seen in this fixture, and so it's normal that these things change when we change a little bit in this. And now one little change can cause a lot of failures, but you must then sort them out. There's still something not the same. Then we have 2 blank lines. Then last update. In our expected we have the 7 3 dots, which means anything. Last update created by Rolf Rompen. I guess that this, you see, by it's this one has been created by, we expected by Rolf Rompen, but it must be Jean. Yes. On the site IP2. No, now we get IP, but here we expected we'll get IP. Oh, private content? No, we have to think by private content. That's wrong. This is. Let's look. Let's look what it says. Yeah, it's still site by B. We expect private content, but this is wrong. We don't expect this. I think private content is the content of the ticket, of some demo ticket, and oh, it worked now, so we don't worry anymore. We'll leave this sleep in peace. The BS3 project. There's some warning, a future warning. The behavior of this method will change. Use specific len of animal in renderer 509. Let's look at this. If we have it. Oh, it's in Linocore renderer 509. Yes. Oh, okay. It's because so it is returning it's returning a list in this case. It seems. But I think we can say, instead of saying this, we should, as the warning says, we should do it. The warning should be gone now. And then, yeah, it's done. Now let's go back to, I guess we can stop this BS3. Here is my last test run. Actually, it is no longer fully valid because I have, meanwhile, for fixing some tests, I have been poking in the demo fixtures. But let's just try. So actually, this is now just a hint of the files that need to be tested, or that might be testing. I will close this, but here I am in. So I say the next file. I'm going to test the next file again. So this is here. I'm running doctest again on this one single file. Then it takes not much time. This one test. Line 41. Something is wrong, and I know what it is. At least all users, I guess. And the complexity factors. No, it's no. This is. Oh yeah. I was. No. I lose my course. I was here in. I was here, but I wanted to go in the other window. What's group memberships? Oh yeah, I changed the group memberships from 4 to 2. I removed some group memberships. This was in the demo fixture. You know that groups is that so it's the group. The internal name is the group, but the username on I know is team. There was a 2 instead of a 4 there. Yeah, only 2 memberships, team memberships. Sessions, you see, there's another difference, but this is just an ellipsis. In sites, so there's one site more. 15 becomes no, one field more, and then before, yes, because we have added the private field, and there are 2 sites more. That's true. We added these docs and what was it, box sites. So I must change it. It's normal. I want to change it. The ticket site. What was it? 1 ticket more, 1 field more, and 2 instances more. And working site summary. Yeah, there's also okay. Site summaries are automatically created. They are kind of some summary fields. Summary data. 9 becomes 15. Working. Let's try again. next attempt. Oh, done. Okay, let's scroll up. DB. This one, I just had it already. Yeah, okay. That I said I was a bit out of order. I won't test it again. It worked. In Avanti roles, there was again this change. Okay, we have been talking about this morning. I have removed the recent comments, but so then afterwards with Tonis we discussed, and I realized that actually I do not want to remove it and leave it as it was. So I undo my change of this morning. No. It's there. And line 103. It's in the office menu. The second is in recent comments. Comma, space. I'm going to copy it from here, that's easier. And then doc test, run it. I must always run the doc test, even if I'm sure that now my change was good, because as you see there can be more failures afterwards. So the all users sent welcome email is now at the end. There's something, it's 149, 149. You see there's users sent welcome email. Yeah, okay. When I corrected this, you see they are sorted alphabetically. This must be there. My manual editing this morning was obviously I didn't test it afterwards. Now it works. Continue. Scroll up. Avanti DB. Can you already load the file? DB. And there are less views. Right? Is it now? 301. So I changed it from 302 views to 301, and now it's passing. Nice. Next one. Scroll up. What's happening here? Docs specs tickets. Yeah, it's related to our demo data. Definitely, probably. Doc specs tickets. I think it's. I'll run it once so that I have it. Confirmed. It's possible. Yeah, it's possible that it is even changed relative to this what we had there. Oh yeah, you see it's changed. Because meanwhile I changed the demo data. So to copy this, I will simply copy this. I think this sounds logical. There are now other tickets there. Let's look in the file 205, 204. List of the sites in our demo database. Oh, why only 2? Yeah, it's these are the public sites. Is this public? This is not public. This site. That's a bit strange. The tickets.sites table should show all the sites, but now actually not. It's not anymore going to show all the sites because we have now the user-based standard filter. So the site models get query will require us to have it. So let's have a quick look at it. So this is because we have now on the site class this is our new private field that we added this morning, and then I have the get query set. The class method get query set on the model is used to potentially limit instances or remove instances from the data. No, to not show certain instances, and this is when we say so we are using to this as anonymous user. Hey, why is this working at all? There's a bug. We are not the anonymous user. Okay, no, the anonymous user also has a user type and has required, and he does not have the anonymous user is not the ticket stuff. That's why this is not causing a bug. If anonymous user would have the role ticket stuff also, then we would have a problem here because we cannot test on we cannot have the ID of the anonymous user. I'm going to. So we actually should also have this special case of what happens when user is anonymous, also for sites. So I copy it here. I copy here at least the beginning, but then will then change. What do we want? When the user is anonymous, then we want to see only the sites that don't have private, that are not private. And if otherwise, if the user is the ticket stuff, then they should see all the sites. And otherwise, what if they are not the ticket stuff? Then we test on whether the user is a member of this. They see all the sites, even private sites. The only condition is that they are a member of this, of the team of this site. That's true for a logged in user. Oh, what's happening? Actually, they also can see the those who are private false if they are not a member. So we must make an OR. When we have an OR condition, then we must use the query object, the Django's queries object, and make an OR between two things. That's it. So then we say if it's a simple user who's not a stuff, then we add this filter. That is, it must be private false. Let's put this at the beginning. It's more understandable. It's like an anonymous, so those who are not private, they can see them, or those who are private and and part of my team, they can see them as well. This is what the tickets, what the sites thing, that the sites table should show for. And in this place, in the tickets, we are going to change also the to look at this for different users. That's true. That's what I would say. The anonymous user can see these three sites because these are our non-private sites in our demo. Line 204. But I'm gonna write a little bit of test. The list of the sites in our demo depends on who is looking at it. Anonymous users can see only public sites. I'm gonna delete them. These are old. This is also maybe we are going to now. First, we are going to say I copy from here. I don't remember what was this. Whose? Or was it? I think Mark was a customer user who sees only their own. Let's look now. We will test these cases for different. For different users. There's then probably for Robin as well. Robin is the site manager. Actually, I could look at the users thing. There we have the list of my demo users. don't I have it? Oh, sorry, it is in the wrong. I opened it in the wrong place. In docs. Oh yeah, I must go to Noi user. No users. These are our demo users. So I have Jean and Luc. They are the same. So this is not. No, they will not be the same because they see it depends on the team they are in. So yeah, it makes sense to test them all. Also, yeah, Mathieu also to test these things in our tickets thing. Let's put them into the right order. Okay, they are on the reverse historic order of the evangelists. But no, for Jean sees these sites. I'll copy and then I will. So there's one of the. No, they are. Jean sees all the sites. Is that normal? How was Jean? I don't remember anymore. Jean is a developer. I guess that, yeah, we said that developers can see all the sites. Yeah, developers can see all the sites, also those that are not private. It's the contributor. This is a developer who might work, but who is not legally trustable, who should not see any confidential data. But Jean is a trusted developer. So I must run it again and again. Now it is now it's going to fail for Luc because for Jean it is correct. So we don't need to put it for Luc, don't we? Because Luc and Jean, they both see them all. Yeah, is that true? They are both developers, so there's really no difference between them. I'm not going to repeat this test. This would be a bit too stupid. In general, tests should be stupid in the way of repeating a lot of things, but only if it makes some sense. You see. There's a balance also to say between maintainable and maintainability. So these two tests, doing the same test with Luc again, I don't see what the sense that it makes. Now for Mark and Anonymous, they are seeing the same, yeah, because Mark. It's okay. Obviously, Mark is in no team that would give him access to see some non-private site. It makes it so there's this difference that on PyP, Mark can change the workflow. He has some obviously permission to. Mark is a customer, yeah. Mark is a customer, and on the PyP side, he has some right to change. Obviously, he is a member of the team working on that site. I would say to make these things more understandable, it would be nice to have actually the team column here in the sites list, wouldn't it? It would make things more clear to understand, because the team is important for having this for deciding which sites you see. You know what? Let's do it. It's in. It should be there. No, it's probably in. I guess that we have a customized. Let's look what we have. It is customized for Noi. Do we have this? Here's the site detail. We have been working on it, and here and all sites. In all sites we gave the group. We added the group, but not in sites. And by the way, it's a bit. Do we need? So we are testing here this sites thing. What's the difference between all sites and sites? You might ask. Don't you ask? I ask. I'm gonna ask. How to jump to the thing? It is in NOI. No, it's not in NOI. It is in XL tickets UI. So there we have a class sites. We should have. We have sites. I have my sites, sites by group, and you have all sites. All sites is accessible only to ticket stuff. And sites, it's accessible also to reporters. This is another role we don't use. No, it is. I think everybody is a reporter. A reporter is somebody who can report tickets. It's probably being used. I'm not going to dive very deep into this now because I'm actually I'm working. I'm trying to get the test suite running again. There seems to be something to be done once. It's not very clear why we have sites and all sites. No, not very clear. This should be explained in this file in specs tickets. We have them sites. Site is a place where work is being done. Sites, we have sites, and then we have also a class all sites. Oh yeah. Shows all sites in explore menu. This is basically the thing that's done. And sites is then the base class for all sites. No, sites tables. This is also used to document the attributes of a table. This is a table, not a model. The attributes of a table are not database fields. They are then the parameter, the filter parameter fields. Let's leave this thing open. This question. And I continue. So there is a difference between sites and all sites, but we are I was adding this column. So actually this sites table isn't even shown anywhere. It's a bit irritating to have this like this in the docs. And otherwise it's interesting to see this, that it is even visible on this side, and it will be active. This filtering will be on all the sides, and it is a nice important feature that we can filter on the model basis. I leave them like this and I continue to fill out these things here. I was working for Mark. For Mark has been tested. Here's the next one is for Mathieu. Mathieu is not the same as somebody as who. It's another case again. It seems. Who was Mathieu? It was in. Mathieu is a contributor. Let's test him. And then we also have Robin. I forgot to start this. This is then for Robin, I guess. Yeah. No, Robin was failing. Maybe Robin we don't need to. It will be really the same as the developers. You see, there's no difference between Jean and Robin. Yes, that's true. The only difference between Jean and Robin is that Robin may create new users because he's a site admin also. Now this is so the my sites. Actually, I think there is no difference anymore between the sites and my sites. I have that feeling, except for the column names or other things. But basically, we might remove the my sites now that we have this model based. No, Jean. Anyway, the data is changed. Got no data to display. My sites. Yeah, because okay, let's. There's still some problem. So we have my sites. How is this done? My sites. My sites is a sites table that has a default value in the filter parameters, and especially the watcher. And then also not show exposed. Only the exposed sites. Exposed means some. What it means. Let's not dive into this now. But I guess that the watch. No, let's look at what happens with this watcher. So the watcher is set to the current user in my sites. And where is this being done? These are the parameters. You must, to understand this now, you must look at the sites. This is the base table now. That's why we have it. And here we have the get request parameters. Query set. This is the function that is responsible to process these filter parameters, the parameter value. And if we have a watcher set, that's what is going to be filtered now here. If we have a watcher, then we say we create a list of the group having this user as a member, and then we say we want only sites whose group is in this, whose team is in this list of teams. And that's what we want, yeah, and that's what my site should do. And it seems that Jean is in no team. Is that possible? That's of course possible. Let's look at it on this live object. It's related to our demo data also. To look the memberships and things of Jean. Why? So Jean, when you log in as Jean, you don't see any sites. Is that normal? Let's play around. I'm going to log in as Robin, in order so that I can then I see everything, and I'm going to look configure where Jean is, what Jean is doing in our database. Configure system users. Jean. It's a developer. Jean does not have any group memberships. He's a very lazy guy. No, he's not active, let's say. That's why he does not have any sites. It's normal, isn't it? And Luc also has no group membership. Why are there so little group memberships in our developers? Where do these group memberships come from? Let's look at this. It's here, demo, and project team settings demo. Yeah, in the project the demo, I guess. I have oops. Oh, there was no, I was set for membership. So. Yeah. You see what we are doing here to create these memberships. We loop over all users. We look whether the user is a reporter, meaning that it is not anonymous, for example, or they can and then we say if it is not the stuff, then at this moment it was probably set that those who are stuff anyway, they can see anything, all the sites, so they don't need it. Anyway, they can see all the sites. But I would say this logic is no longer true. I think the staff members should also subscribe to sites. The developers also want to subscribe to sites, and they do not want to see the sites they are not subscribed to. Even they may see them if they go to all sites, but if they are in my sites, then they want. They also want to have memberships, so we want memberships for the ticket stuff guys. So I'm gonna remove this line. So I'm gonna be bold and tidy up. Remove all these old comments there. Now, after changing this, before running the test again, I must now fill again the database. I type enter twice because it's going to ask yes. Instead of typing twice enter, I could also have set that to this option dash no input, I think. No, I test again. Of course, after this change, I guess that there will be more. I must undo some other changes. For you remember the database overview where I had only 2 memberships. There will be more now again. Also here, different things have changed. Even this has changed. For Mark is a reporter. He is now a member of everything. Oh, some unexpected behavior. And there are even duplicate sites. Oh, something is wrong there. What's wrong? Something went wrong. For every user, I'm going to create 1 membership. No. Why do I have the sites twice there? Here is something to scratch my head. I think I'm gonna go do a break, and we meet again after some time when I have scratched my head. See you later.